Hello friends, this video on Wave Optics Part 22 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 21 before going ahead with 22. That is, resolving power of optical instruments. In our previous lesson, we talked about optical instruments. We talked about how a microscope works, how a telescope works. We calculated their magnification and stuffs like that. By now you know the basic working and the basic construction of a microscope and a telescope. So now we will talk about the resolving power of these optical instruments. So why are we talking about resolving power? Because resolving power is something which is governed by the phenomenon of diffraction. So diffraction plays a very important role in deciding the resolving power of optical instruments, right? So before we talk about any specific optical instrument, let us see what is resolving power. What do I mean by resolving power? Well, when I talk about resolving power, so what do you think is resolving power? Can you guess something looking at these pictures? Okay, let us see what it is. It is the ability of an optical instrument to produce separate images of closely spaced objects. Think of this example. Let us suppose that there are two persons who are walking towards you, and you are on the top of a hill and you are very, very far away from those two persons. So from such a far off distance, can you see that who are coming? You can't see. You can just see those two persons as two dots moving. Not even two dots. You will see that as a black dot moving. You will feel that okay, something is moving there. Now let us suppose you gradually try to come little closer to that. When you try coming little closer, you see that okay, they are two persons. It is not a single dot. It is two different, maybe something like line. So initially you would see them as something like this. When you come little closer, you will see two different entities. You come little more closer, you will get to know that okay, one is a boy and the other one is a girl, right? So that means as you come closer, you are able to see that object more clearly. Now, when we use an optical instrument, that optical instrument should be able to display two separate images as two separate images. Because sometimes it happens that if two objects are very closely spaced and if we try to see it through a telescope, suppose if we are viewing two stars in the sky using an astronomical telescope. So the two stars which are extremely closely spaced should also be visible as two different stars. They should not be displayed as one star. So this ability is known as resolving power. For example, in this you can see that if you observe this house, in the first image you can see everything clearly. Whereas in the second one, everything is hazy, everything is unclear. That's because the resolving power of the instrument with which you are viewing the second image is not good. So resolving power better means the clarity of the picture is better. So you can see every distinct thing clearly. In this case, if you look at the two pictures, if you compare the two pictures, in the first picture, you can very clearly see that something is written on the board. And what is it? Something like ANN, something is written. But here you are not able to see what it is. Here you can very clearly see the color of this man's shirt, but here it is not visible. Everything is hazy here. So this is known as resolving power. So it is the ability of an optical instrument to produce separate images of closely spaced objects. Often there is a confusion between these two terms, resolution and magnification. How do you differentiate resolution from magnification? However, these two terms bring confusion to people's mind, but they are two different terms. So when we talk about resolution, it is about viewing two closely spaced objects clearly. So resolution is all about clarity. You should be able to view something clearly. Whereas magnification is concerned only with the size of the object. That means you have to enlarge something. So for example, let us suppose there is some object which is kept. Suppose there is a glass of water. You are using a magnifying glass. So your purpose is to magnify the size of that glass. You really are not bothered that even if the size is magnified to a very large extent, the resolution might become worse. That means the clarity might become worse, because it happens in many of the situations. You will see that if you have some picture, if you try to enlarge it, if you enlarge it to a very large extent, in that case the clarity of the picture is lost. So that means, however, the magnification is improving but the resolution is decreasing, right? So resolution basically means clarity or the distinctness of two different objects, whereas magnification means the enlargement of the size of an object. So you can look at this example. Here you are using a magnifying glass just to magnify the object. Now if you use some other kind of magnifying glass which will enlarge it to a huge extent, the clarity might be lost. But in this case, we are talking about resolution, that is the clarity. If you see here, this person's picture is not very clearly visible in the first one, right? It is little hazy and unclear, but in the second one the clarity is more. Similarly, if you look at this alphabet R, here somebody can say that this is not R, this is A, right? Somebody might say this is neither R nor A because it is not clearly visible, but in this it is very clearly visible and you can distinctly see that okay, these are two different objects, right? So this is how we differentiate between resolution and magnification. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.